Welcome to Sky Broking Commodity Weekly Market Commentary. Disclaimer: this weekly market commentary is for information purpose only. Before taking any decision, consult your financial advisor. Major data of this week will have inflation and economy related data and the major events like ECB press conference on Thursday. The US market is a holiday on Monday, so that the crude oil inventory will be postponed to Thursday. And on Friday, our market will be a holiday on account of Ganesha Chaturthi. Now let's look into the precious metals outlook. Gold and silver has news like gold prices hit a 2-month high and rose for a fourth week in a row after shockingly low US jobs growth in August brought a rush of money into the yellow metal from those betting that the Federal Reserve won't be able to taper right away the stimulus it has been providing the COVID-hampered economy. Now, the focus for the markets will tentatively go back to inflation. Fundamentally, this is a positive news for precious metals, and technically speaking, gold may expect a positive rally, and if it closes above 47690 on EOD, further resistance will be near 48170 levels. Silver has a close above 65450, which means positive rally may continue. These are the major precious metals outlook. Now let's see the energy outlook. First is crude oil. It has a news like the primary focus will be on how quickly production returns and if the economic slowdown leads to a bigger hit to the short-term demand outlook. Fundamentally, this is a slight negative news for crude oil, and technically speaking, crude oil has a close above 5120 on daily basis, which means a short covering rally up to 5183 ranges. Next is natural gas. It has a news like this week the rally reached new highs as Hurricane Ida shut down 85% of gas production facilities on the Gulf of Mexico prior to making it fall. Fundamentally, this is a positive news for natural gas, and technically speaking, natural gas remains in a positive trend with positional resistance of 365 ranges. These are the major energy outlook. Now let's see the base metals outlook. First is copper. It has a news like Chilean copper output falls 0.02% year on year in July. This is fundamentally a positive news for copper, and technically speaking, copper may expect a positive range bound trade. Next is aluminum. It has a news like inventories kept declining, offering uptrend momentum for future prices, while demand is likely to pick up and seasonal high in September and October. This is fundamentally a positive news for aluminum, and technically speaking, until aluminum close below 210, positive trend is expected. Next is lead. It has a news like the spot market weekend approaching weekend. This is fundamentally a slight negative news for lead, and technically speaking, lead may expect a positive range bound trade. Next is zinc. It has a news like demand picked up in the light of rising export orders. This is fundamentally a positive news for zinc, and technically speaking, zinc may expect a positive range bound trade. And finally, it's nickel. It has a news like expectations of tightening supply of stainless steel due to policy control and then pulled back in face of pressures. The fundamentals were supported by a high priced nickel ore and tight supply. This is fundamentally a positive news for nickel, and technically speaking, nickel may expect a high volatility trade. So these are this week's Commodity Weekly Market Commentary. For more profits and information, visit our website www.skybroking.com. Thank you by Sky Broking.